Tevin, how's it going so far? What are you seeing from that group of cornerbacks?
Right now, it's just building confidence. We got guys with a lot of experience coming back. We got Slim. Still waiting for Chateau and Dunny to get back, but right now it's just building confidence, working on our piggy bank, just building positive plays. So, like, if we mess up, we have something to fall back on, knowing we can do it right.
What's that been like with Dave having more of a hand over there, and then you got Gary Patterson over there? I mean, what's that been like having a lot of voices in your ear, I guess?
There's been a lot more attention to detail. You can tell, like, with all the guys, we're more focused in our playbook. People know what's going on. They know the right reads to make. So it's been going good. Sorry, you go ahead.
Does that group feel like it needs to take a step this season?
Our group, corner group, yeah. I think kind of like the way we play, like the easiest play to get is a shot on the outside. So we got to be able to hold up on our own because we don't have a lot of help.
What kind of role are you and Caden taking? Just kind of, obviously, two guys with tons of experience kind of from last year.
I think mainly what I've been trying to do is just lead by example, showing people how to do it the right way, being consistent with that. And with Caden, it's just doing the same thing, being the player he is, because he's a pretty good player. You know, we all know that. And so, just doing that over and over again every day.
Upon review, what do you feel like you did the best last season? What do you feel like is in need of most improvement?
I think for most improvement, it's just staying healthy the whole time for me, because I know I missed out on a lot. So just knowing that I got to be there for every game, help people out where I can.
How do you feel like you guys are dealing with expectations? There's a lot of excitement about the corners and what you guys were able to do last year, but without letting that go to your head, how do you appreciate that, but also know there's a lot more work left to be done?
I think it's always hunger. Kind of like every play, you always expect the ball to come your way because it's every play like you're liable to get beat. So you just always have to be on your toes. There's not really a point where you can just relax. So you always have to be on one, and be ready, ready to play.
What's it like going against a kind of a new offensive scheme? Is it fun, challenging?
I can say it's better than last year. It's a lot more passes, so we both get better. Kind of like what we noticed from the offseason, the receiver group and our group, they've been spending more time after practice working on their own stuff, and you can see that now. But I think right now we're probably the most two improved groups right now compared from last year.
Is it wildly different?
Yeah. It's a lot more vertical balls, a lot less checkdowns and stuff.
You mentioned last year, obviously 3-9 finish. Does that motivate you coming into this, even with spring training?
Oh yeah, that's what the whole team. It's kind of like we get it every day, like people beating down on us. We just want to fight back against that, wanting to improve and just play better.
What has DeQuan brought in terms of a threat, and what of the other quarterbacks? What have you seen from them as well?
Oh man, DQ, he can run for sure. He's a fast guy. He's confident in throwing. Sawyer, same thing from last year. He's confident. He's working on just being more consistent. RJ's going to do RJ stuff. It's they're all good. It's a good group. I feel bad for the coaches trying to pick who's going to lead it, but yeah.
In the cornerbacks room, who have you seen kind of stand out? And maybe just on the defensive side, is there anybody that's really catching your eye at least?
Mainly Slim, but I feel like he's like a ball magnet. It's always comes to him. He's always making plays, so yeah.
Caden, do you feel like one of the older guys now? I mean, you've only been here a year.
I mean, I guess you could say that, just having the experience I had last year, just being a freshman, getting on that field early, I know I'm going to be a big player for this team, so I know I'm going to have to step up and be an older guy.
Maybe confidence wasn't an issue anyway.
Yeah.
Did that last year help you maybe even be more confident?
Yes, sir. Just always telling myself, even back from high school, I knew, I had the potential, to come to college and play early as a freshman. I always knew it. So, just coming here and just having a chance to show what I had, it just really sparked everything.
There's some talk that you had to kind of shut down last year about whether or not you were coming back to Baylor.
Mm-hmm.
What was the decision there, and what really kind of sold you on another year?
It was just the environment, just having that in my mind, but just looking back, and and through the whole season, you know, like what I've been through, what those guys know is locker room. I just feel like leaving would just be like, you know, like, and that really break my heart. So, you know, I was like, I'm gonna stay down 10 toes for these guys. So, yeah.
What do you hope to kind of accomplish this season that y'all didn't, your freshman year?
Well, you know, I got All-American last year, so I'm trying to get All-American this year, but it's not true freshman All-American. It's like the real time All-American. So, you know, just getting that, it's gonna be a big deal. So, yeah.
People know about you now. Do you think they might try to stay away from you? Like they won't throw passes your way?
Shoot, I hope not. You know, I want all the action, so I can have picks, you know, and just make plays for my team.
Are you getting a lot of action in practice? We were just talking about the offense. What have been your impressions in seeing what Jake Spavital's done and, you know, seeing the new faces over there?
Shoot, it's wonderful, you know, just seeing Keytron just and get the ball more, seeing Presley get the ball more, you know, just having those guys and those big time receivers, and that we got, you know, just getting the ball as they hand, because I know that they can make some plays. So just having that type of offense where we can throw the ball, you know, it's gonna be something great for us.
What's it like having your brother in Waco? How's that been so far?
Shoot, it's great, man. You know, him being in Vegas, you know, I know he wasn't feeling right. I know he was feeling homesick, so I just had to get him over here.
What do you think he kind of brings to this team? Do you think he'll figure in?
Shoot, with me on his side, I know he gonna figure things out, and cause like I see he's going through the same stuff I was going through at the beginning of last year. So you know, just him, just learning the defense and just getting more experience on that field, because in Vegas he didn't really get that much. So you know, just him, and I know probably this year or not this year, probably next year, I know he's gonna be a big time player for us.
Has anyone else in that, corner group stood out to you or kind of surprised you this spring?
Most definitely LeVar. You know, I've been knew, you know, he had potential, but you know, just coming back from last season and just seeing him now, like he's really been growing as a player, and then I know he gonna really do something probably this year too.
A lot of new voices in that coaching room on the defensive side. Even Coach Aranda jumping in there, more hands-on.
Mm-hmm.
But Coach Curtis has been here for a long time.
Yes,
What has that meant to you, just to have that one consistent voice in your head?
Shoot, just ever since he was, you know, he found me at the Baylor camp. You know, just him calling me every day, just checking up on me. You know, it really means a lot. And then I know he got my back, and then he know I got his back. So, you know, just having that and that relationship with him is really special.
Did that maybe play a little part in you coming back? I mean,
Yes, sir.
he was going to be here, that kind of thing.
Yes, sir. It really did, because, you know, he been with me since the beginning of my high school senior year. So, you know, like, I've been having a long relationship with him. So I know just leaving, you know, it would have probably broke his heart, and it would have most definitely broke mine. So I just knew I had to stay here.
Pretty sure real quick, you led the team in turnovers last season.
Yes,
Is
sir.
that a goal of yours again? I mean, do you have a specific threshold you want to reach?
You know, I got, how many turnovers left? Like,
A lot of recovered.
yeah, 2 recovered. So I'm probably trying to at least have 6 to 7 turnovers this year. You know, just up it more, because I know I really can. So, you know, just doing that is, yeah.
A couple touchdowns.
Yeah, that too. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Coach, what do you think about this group? Obviously, you have some talent coming back.
Yes, I'm excited about how they're working, how they listen, how they are doing the extra work. And so we always talk about, if you want to be different, you got to do extra work. And being in the 1%, it's not about the ability. And so these guys have the ability. And so it's just working, and kind of becoming professional college football players, in the sense of like just being pro-like in everything that we do. And so I appreciate how they're working and how they're listening. And so we're just working together to try to create something to help this team win.
he doesn't seem to shy away from it, that Caden kind of set the bar pretty high that freshman season. Where can he take a step? Where can he be better this year?
Oh, he can be so much better. Just being consistent. And so, I mean, last year was all new and you know, figuring out college ball, figuring out the scheme. And so, and just understanding who he is, understanding how the offense works, how defenses work, and he can be so much better. And he has a huge ceiling. And he comes to work every day, and he allows me to push him and push him and push him, because he knows that I have his back. He knows that everything that I say is done in a way that I just want the best for you, and it's not because of me. I just want the best for you. So, and we're figuring out everything off the field, being even a better man, and so it all goes hand in hand. So,
A lot of Baylor fans saw that kind of star power from Caden in that UCF game when he had those 2 turnovers and that touchdown. I mean, when was the first time you saw that from him? Was it at Baylor camp or?
well, at Baylor camp, he moved really well, and he ran well, and he's a long guy, and he's really quick, and he sticks his foot in the ground. So he has all the tools, and so when he did that, I was like, man, like we gotta get him, and so I'm glad we did, and so he's a great young man, and he's just learning and growing, and so yeah, I think at the camp that you knew that he had the tools to be really, really good.
So for him to come in and do that as a freshman didn't surprise you?
Well, it always surprises you because you don't count on freshmen. Like, you don't know the maturity, you don't know them learning it. They hit the wall. Now, what helped him was graduating early and getting here and going through it. But even in spring ball, it was ups and downs, and so he just figured it out. And so just like Carl, I mean, those guys just figured it out, but they got a better opportunity by being here in spring ball. So that helps a lot of freshmen.
It was a really young group all around last year. So how can everyone take that step forward this year with that experience?
Well, I just think that having the experience and playing, even for Chateau, like last year was his first year playing. Tevin, like first year really playing. Caden, LeVar getting a little taste towards the end. So they're all, they feel more comfortable being out there, and that's part of it. And then in practice, getting a chance to go against this offense that the ball's always in the air. And our goal is to make more plays on the ball, more PBUs, more interceptions, and this offense allows us the opportunity every day in practice, and it makes you stay on guard. And so I'm excited about that offense.
Maybe aside from Caden, who else in that group has maybe shown some early signs of taking that step?
Well, I think Tevin's gotten better. I think LeVar's gotten better. Reggie's gotten better. Tayshawn has bumped around and moved from nickel to safety to corner, and he's done some good things. And so, the whole group has taken steps, and so they're all doing the extra work. They're all watching extra film, and so the more we do, the better it'll be. And so I'm excited about just the growth and us continue to take the step.
What's the competition been like with Coach Baker and some of those other wide receivers out there?
Well, it's great. They're working on themselves, and they're working to get better, and we're working to get better. And so, it's just we're working with each other to try to create something special. And so they want to have a great year. We want to have a great year, and together this team can have a great year. So,
Do you like that challenge? You mentioned, the new offense and stuff, the ball's in the air a lot. Do you like that challenge?
I do. And so, most of my career coaching, I've been attached with that offense. And so it's normal. The ball's in the air. It's normal that guys are making great catches and you got to contest it. And so I just think it brings out the best in DBs because you're always on guard. The ball's always in the air. And so it's not just maybe a run play here, run play there that you kind of fall asleep. It's like, no, they're coming at you. And so be prepared. And so excited about that.
Have you noticed a different Coach Aranda? And what's it like kind of having him on that side of the ball?
Oh, it's great. He's one of the best defensive minds in college football or all of football. And so it's great to work with him and learn from him and see how he thinks and just the details that he has. And it helps us. And so it's been great. And he's a very smart coach. And so you just listen and you try to learn and do all that you can to help this defense take the next step.
I was trying to remember if he was a GA when you
he was a GA. So when they came to Texas Tech with Mike Leach, Greg McMacken was the defense coordinator. He was a GA, and so yes, I've been knowing him for a while. I guess since I was maybe 20, and I'm 43 now. So
What did you see in him maybe even back then?
he's smart,
Yeah.
but he's the same man that he is now, that he's always learning. And so to tell players that, hey, let's always learn, let's always get better, that's what he does. And he's always trying to learn something from somebody and see if there's a better way to do it. Even though like people view him as one of the best in the country, but he's always learning. And so he's a great example. And so the thing we always talk about, the thing about the standard is you are the standard, and he is the standard of the program. And so guys following him, we're going the right direction.
How do you feel like the defense is sort of operating with the changes in coaches, not only with Torrena, but you got Inoki and Rectorfield, Jamar Chaney. What's that been like? I know change is constant every year.
Yeah, our players are, they're adaptable and they're resilient. And so like it doesn't really affect them. Coach Aranda's here. And so they know that the men that Coach Aranda brings in will be great men of character and will build great relationships. And so they take a liking to whoever's coaching them. And so our players do a great job with that. All right, thank you.
Appreciate it.